Hello everyone, I am Raundler and you're watching Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur Premier League. This is a PES 21 simulation fully recorded and edited for your entertainment. No third-party footage, assets or any other copyrighted material has been used. All content is self-produced for entertainment purpose only.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Kirkes. McAllister. Frimpong. McAllister. Muscular approach does pay off here. Udogi. Danso. Van der Ven. Kudus. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. And here's Kolobuani. Kolobuani! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Simple. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. Salah. That is good strength. It's out of play for a goal kick. Udogi. Danso. Van der Ven. Kudus. Johnson. And it's Porro. Gravenberg. Kirkes. Gakpo. Great defending, strong and determined. Johnson. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pedro Porro. Oh, such a clever touch. Isuma. Isuma picks it up out wide. Can he deliver? And here's Johnson.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Out to the right. And here's Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Very nicely done. Oh, that's a very... It's Salah! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gakpo, and he's had a shot! Danso. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Vanderbilt. Kudus. Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Brennan Johnson. Clipped into... And the shot! Good effort first time.
Colomwani cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Kirkes looks to the other side. Frimpong. Gravenberg. And it's Kirkes. That is lovely. Gravenberg. McAllister. Oh, it's a great ball here. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's had a crack. And one more try. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Extravagant effort! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Bissouma. João Palhinha. Udogi. Danso. Vanderbilt. João Palhinha. Johnson. Bissouma. Johnson. Gravenberg did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gakpo. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Oh, he's in! Gakpo takes a shot! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Van der Ven. Carries far too far and out of play. Pedro Porro. He expected better, and so did he. Gakpo. Gravenberch. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Bissouma. McAllister. Frimpong. Gravenberch. And it's Salah. McAllister. That's a fabulous ball. Mohamed Salah. Lovely feet. Kudus does really well to win the ball there. Gravenberch wins the duel this time. McAllister. Salah. McAllister. Frimpong. McAllister. And here's Gakpo. Gravenberch. McAllister. Purring for great chance! Danso chooses to go cross-field. Bissouma. And here's Kudus. And Dyke gets over and intercepts. Frimpong. Gomez. Gakpo. And it's Kirkesh. Oh, sweet feet. Gravenberch. McAllister. Gravenberch. Gakpo. Gravenberch. And he shoots! Gravenberch has been caught there, it's a foul. Straight into the wall. Van der Ven. It's gone for a throw-in. Johnson makes the interception. Kolomuani. João Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Kolomuani. Mohamed Salah. Gomez. Gravenberch. Gakpo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Johnson. Danso. Udogi. Done so. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kudus. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Bissouma. Chance! That was mighty close. McAllister, Mohamed Salah, Gravenberg, Kirkes. It's run loose here. And it's McAllister. That's very neat. Really well cleared. Kirkes. Oh, nice touch. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Whistle stop, that's a foul. He's gone for it! Cleared without complication. McAllister. Gravenberg. And here's Mohamed Salah. So, Udogi. Danso forwards and with intent. And it's Salah. Frimpong. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Mohamed Salah. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Udogi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Oh, smashing header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
McAllister. Frimpong. Bissouma with the clearance. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Romero shifted upfield. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mohamed Salah. Kerkesh. Johnson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Udogi. Danso. Van de Ven. Johnson. It's Toro. McAllister. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And that has been clubbed away. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Mohamed Salah, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gomez. Gakpo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kolimuani. And it's played forward. Bissouma. Romero. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. Back into the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah played into space. That's the throw. And here's Gakpo. And it's McAllister. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Thinks. Can he finish? Bissouma. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Palhinha, aim forwards. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Gravenberg gets it away. Bissouma. Decent chance! Mohamed Salah. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Danso. Romero. Johnson. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. And it's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Frimpong. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Konate. Mohamed Salah. Udogi. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Johnson. And it's Bissouma. Johnson there. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. McAllister. Van Dijk, and he goes cross-field. Gravenberg. Gakpo given the lift of his goal.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Palhinha has got himself a free kick. Cut it out. Now it's Isak. Now it's Gakpo. Gravenberg, who's set up one goal so far. Gomez, gently done. João Palhinha. Moved on forwards. Raundler. João Palhinha. Romero. Pedro Porro. Romero. Right over towards the opposite flank. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Kekes herring after the ball here. Isak! Oh, they could be caught out here. Mohamed Salah. The doggy can get it clear. And it's McAllister. Kekes. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, what's he giving here? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery.
Climbs up big! Well, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Kudus. And here's Kolomwani. Kolomwani laid out to the left flank. Some good work on the right flank here. Salah. The referee has given a corner. Gets it away. And it's Gravenberg. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's straight offside. Done so. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Udogu. Defending of the desperate variety. Steaming on goalwards. That's nice. Great defending, strong and determined. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Kekesh getting this one clear. It's Porro. Bissouma. Laid back in. Joao Palhinha. And here's Kolomwani. That's really well manoeuvred. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Van Dijk shifted upfield. And they win it back again. Gravenberg. McAllister. Salah. And here's Isak. Gakpo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's McAllister. And here's Mohamed. It's Salah! Kudus. Romero. Bissouma. Joao Palhinha. Udogu. Brennan Johnson. And here's Kolomwani. Kerkez. Oh, can he get onto this? McAllister. Mohamed Mohamed Salah. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Johnson looking to get on the end of this. Kerkez gets across to intercept that. Gomez. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Mohamed Salah. And the shots! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Kudus. Bissouma, aim forwards. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Salah. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. They've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Gravenberg. Isak. Nice control. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mohamed Salah does really well to win the ball there. McAllister, gently done. Isak wins the duel this time. Kudus. It's Johnson. It's Porro. Johnson. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Stop it going out. Gakpo is fouled. Gravenberg. Kerkez. McAllister. Frimpong. Played towards the other side. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Johnson. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. João Palhinha. Kudus, and here's Colomwani. Udogi. Proves too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Colomwani. Kudus spread out to the left. He's got... Can he finish? Isaac. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. Gakpo. And here's Isak. He's had a shot! Could be danger here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Well, that is a good challenge from him. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Udogi. Bissouma. And it's Kudus. Udogi. That's good play. Kudus. Excellent. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Kerkez clears it away. Kudus! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Crossfield changing the point of attack. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Moved on forwards. Kudus does really well to win the ball there. Kerkez. McAllister. Salah. Udogi. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Palhinha. Udogi. And that is out of play. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Johnson wins the duel this time. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. Here's Colomwani. Chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Colomwani really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gomez attempts a clearance. Isak. Now it's Gakpo. That has been cut short. Kudus. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Simple. McAllister, clearly not happy with that. Goes for a shot! Terrific, he reacted well.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Palhinha. And it's played forward. Isak. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. It's Frimpong. Gakpo. Colomwani. Udogi. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Johnson. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That's a nicely weighted pass. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And here's Colomwani. Gakpo. Gomez forwards and with intent. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And it's Salah. McAllister. Half an hour played now. Foot in. Kudus producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Kudus. And he cuts out the supply. Frimpong. In with the challenge. Udogu. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Cleared away. McAllister gently done. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Kerkez. And he's there to clear it. Pedro Porro. Vicario sends that a long way. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. Now it's Gakpo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Danso. It's really well manoeuvred. Bissouma, Kudus, Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries making a foray down the right. And it's hoisted clear. He is just caressing the ball. Plenty to aim at here. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Succumbs to the pressure. Danso is the guilty party there. Romero is there, and he can get that clear. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Udogi. Showing good feet. Kudus. He's got space here. Kerkez, and he goes cross-field. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Kerkez. And he whips it in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
A bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Danso. João Palhinha. Van de Ven. Kudus. Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Porro. Johnson, and here's Colomwani. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Colomwani actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Frimpong hurtling down that right flank. Gakpo. Colomwani. João Palhinha. Danso. Brennan Johnson. Konate cuts out the pass. Isaac. Now it's Gakpo. And it's Kerkez. Gakpo. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Gakpo! Vicario trying to keep this in. Frimpong, and that's aimed into the middle. Kudus. One time, excellent interception. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. Danso. Van de Ven aimed forwards. Bissouma moved on forwards. Now it's Colomwani. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. And it's played forward. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Kerkez. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Gakpo. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Bissouma. Kudus. Oh, good spread. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro, now the ball in. And that has been cleared. Gakpo. Gomez. McAllister. Gakpo. McAllister. Gomez chooses to go cross-field. Van Dijk. And Dyke shifted upfield. McAllister, gently done. Good run down the right. Pedro Porro. That's really well manoeuvred. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. And it's Frimpong. McAllister. It's lofted through here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Romero, Bissouma, Pedro Porro, Bissouma, Pedro Porro, he's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Shapes to shoot! Oh, good delivery, almost a perfect outcome.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And Dyke aim forwards. Gakpo. Gakpo, and here's Isak, and it's Frimpong. He's free, he has got space, and here's Judge, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Johnson. Kudus. Over to the left. Doggy puts a cross in. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Gakpo. Kerkez. And here's Isak. He'll try cutting inside here. Oh, what a fly! Just needed better contact. Palhinha moved on forwards. Doggy. Kudus. And here's Colomwani looking here to chip it through. Here it is, crossed in. And back out it comes. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Isak. And it's Kerkez. Mohamed Salah. And he should have made it 4.
Mohamed Salah clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Great defending, strong and determined. Simple. Salah. Now it's Isak. Kudus. Kudus. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. João Palhinha. And it's Kudus. Kudus. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. João Palhinha. Udogu. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. This is gone, that's a foul. Konate. Salah. And here's Isak. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Kerkez charging forward down that flank. And it's Gravenberg. McAllister. There's the shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
McAllister clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
McAllister. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Lovely bit of skill. Gakpo. Gravenberg. McAllister. Bissouma. Kolomuani. And it's Toro. Oh, that's neat. Johnson. João Palhinha. Out to the left it goes. Danger averted for now. Johnson. And here's Kolomuani. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gakpo. He's got away. Played into the middle. Udogu. Danso. Udogu. Kudus. Kudus. Kudus played out towards the right wing. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's a throw. It's McAllister. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Udogi. Bissouma. Kudus. Johnson. Played out to the right. That's tidy. Brennan Johnson. Cross goes in there. And he's there to get it away. Udogi. Oh, such a clever touch. Kudus. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Gakpo with the foul. Now it's Colomboani. And it's Bissouma. Oh, nicely intercepted. Isak. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Kudus. And that's been won straight back. Tries a measured ball. Van Dijk. McAllister. Frimpong. Frimpong, played over towards the opposite flank. Udogi. 4 extra minutes added on. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. McAllister. Gakpo. Gakpo! And that is great goalkeeping.
Gakpo probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Out to the right. Kudus. João Palhinha. And here's Johnson. Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Deftly away. Out of play for a throw. And here's Johnson. Oh, sweet feet. Chance to play it in. Johnson's cross. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. And here's Gakpo. Kirkes picks it up now. That is clearly overhit. Bissouma moved on forwards. Brennan Johnson. Kudus played out towards the right wing. Tries to get it clear. Gakpo. Strong running down that left flank. Gakpo. And he's managed to get free. Gakpo with the cross. Frimpong has it back and can go again. Romero getting this one clear. Now it's Gakpo. Van de Ven is there and he can get that clear. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Gravenberg. Danso tries to clear. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And there's the shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Pedro Porro. Romero looks to the other side. Udogi is onto it in a flash. Kudus. Udogi. Palinha. Udogi. Oh, red. Nice interception. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Gomez. Kerkez. Gravenberg. McAllister. And here's Isak. Real chance! No, he's missed it. Danso. Udogi. And it's Kudus. Palinha. Oh, good spread. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. McAllister. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Romero. Frimpong. And it's played forward. McAllister. Kerkez. And here's Gakpo. Salah. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Lovely feet. Kerkez gets good distance on it. And it's Bissouma. And here's Colomwani. Isak. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Gakpo. Kerkez. And here's Isak. Gakpo. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Johnson. Van Dijk. Konate. Gomez. Gomez shifted upfield. McAllister. Gakpo could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time to...
And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Danso, gently done. That's a throw. Out for a throw. Johnson, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Udogi, now here's the delivery. Goes to finish! Goal! Mamadashvili, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So is this the start of a comeback? Konate. Gomez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Van Dijk. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gravenberg. McAllister, and it's Salah, and here's Isak. Johnson. Romero. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. That's really well manoeuvred. Palhinha, Brennan Johnson, Pedro Porro, Johnson, Mohamed Salah, Gravenberg, Gomez, Gomez shifted upfield, Kerkez, McAllister, and it's Kerkez. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Oh, that's nice. Referee's given a throw. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Palhinha. Frimpong. McAllister. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And here's Isak.
Isak really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bissouma. And it's Udogi. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Johnson. McAllister. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That has been knocked clear. João Palhinha. Udogi looking to hit the byline here. Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
McAllister. Frimpong. Colomboani. Brennan Johnson. Kerkez getting this one clear. Pedro Porro does really well to win the ball there. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. Frimpong. Colomboani absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Gravenberg has been caught there, it's a foul. That's going to go a long way. McAllister, and the pass is intercepted. Van Dijk. McAllister. Van Dijk. Konate. Gravenberg. Kerkez. And here's Gakpo. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Gakpo. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Gakpo. And here's Isak. And it's Kerkez. So who's he picking out? Vicario claims it, and the danger passes. Romero. Bissouma, Van de Ven, João Palhinha, Bissouma, Romero, aim forwards, Pedro Porro chasing after it, Kerkez, and claimed it back swiftly. Van Dijk gently done. Frimpong. Played out to the right. And here's Isak. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's trying the shot. It's a loose ball. Kerkez has it out wide and in space. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Shot away! Oh, it's come loose. Johnson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bissouma moved on forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Konate. Kerkez. Decent progress down the left. Oh, what a goal! He scored!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So now the difference is 3. Udogi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he thumps it clear. And it's Porro. He is just caressing the ball. Aimed in towards the centre. And they've got rid. Pedro Porro. Showing good feet. Nice physical challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Udogi. João Palhinha. Van Dijk. Frimpong. And it's played forward. Gravenberg. And it's Kerkez. Kerkez going full steam ahead down the left flank. It's gone out for a throw-in. Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Udogi. João Palhinha. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. Kerkez. Kerkez goes on a charge down the left. João Palhinha. Now it's Kolo Muani. Now it's Kudus. Succumbs to the pressure. McAllister. Brennan Johnson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gravenberg. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Kudus. He can run onto that. Now that's well seen too. McAllister. Gomez. Kerkez. Konate. Gravenberg. Frimpong looks to get on the end of this. They get a throw in. Danso. Kudus. Kerkez. Kerkez forwards and with intent. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah knocks it out wide. Kerkez. Time to deliver. Isak, but it goes. Shot a goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
But that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Van de Ven. Van de Ven, gently done. João Palhinha. Bissouma. Johnson. And here's Kolo Muani. Ball's played through. And it's Kudus. And it's played forward. Isak, that's a delicate pass. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's really well cleared. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Caresses it through. That's a throw. Johnson's cross. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. That's really well manoeuvred. Gomez. And back to the keeper they go. Gravenberg. Gomez. Moved on forwards. Gomez. Konate. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Johnson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Kolomwani. And it's Kudus. Mohamed Salah. Gomez. Frimpong. Konate. Gomez. Kerkez. Kerkez going full tilt down the left. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. McAllister plays it short. Looking for a decent ball in. And he's there to clear it. Gravenberg. Now it's Isak. No foul, says the referee. Joel Padilla. And it's Udogi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gravenberg. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Gravenberg has given away a free kick. Defending of the desperate variety. Mohamed Salah. Just about up to the hour now. Konate. Aim forwards. Kerkez. Gakpo. Johnson. Kerkez. Van Dijk. Konate. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Gakpo. Nice control. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That pass has been well intercepted. Gakpo. Gakpo laid out to the left flank. Romero. Colomboani. And it's Salah. Frimpong. Isak! And that has been cleared. That's good play. It's anyone's ball now. Frimpong wins the duel this time. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gakpo. Gakpo has got himself a free kick. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That'll be a throw. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Gakpo! Gakpo! Isak is flagged offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Colomboani. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palhinha does really well to win the ball there. Palhinha looking for a runner. McAllister. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Doggy. McAllister wins the duel this time. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gravenberg. Konate, gently done. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Van Dijk. Gomez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Van Dijk. Gomez. Played towards the other side. Frimpong. And it's Salah. Isak. And he's heaved it away. McAllister. Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. João Palhinha. João Palhinha. Romero forwards and with intent. Gakpo. Gravenberg. McAllister. Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well,
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Going for goal! And a chance! Keeper's got his work done.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Romero attempts a clearance. That's a dangerous ball. McAllister, and he's gone backward here. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Isak. Isak! Oh, that's a waste. Romero chooses to go cross-field. Good play on the left-hand side here. Crosses it in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. The shot! They've played it short. Doggy. Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Bissouma. Kerkez gets rid without sophistication. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Van de Ven. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kerkez. Gomez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gomez. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Danso cuts it out. Johnson. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Udogi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Konate. Gomez. Van Dijk. McAllister, and he goes cross-field. Pedro Porro. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. João Palhinha. Udogi. And here's Kudus. Mohamed Salah. Konate. Kerkez. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Aim forwards. Across it goes. That has been knocked clear. And it's McAllister. Out to the right. He's in a good position here. That's very neat. Konate. Kerkez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Kolomuani. Well, they were caught in possession whilst attempting on the face of it to walk it all the way in. Frimpong. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Salah. And here's Isak. Johnson.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. Kudus. Over to the left. Udogi pings it across. Gomez attempts a clearance. And here's Kolomuani. So much time and space here. Now this could be... Kudus! Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Gakpo, laid out towards the right wing. Frimpong, great chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Udogi. Danso. Romero. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Konate shifted upfield. And it's Kerkez. Johnson wins the duel this time. Udogi. João Palhinha. Palhinha, gently done. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. McAllister. McAllister, head over towards the opposite flank. Johnson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Spread out to the left. And that is as far as they're going to go. Isak. Tries a deft little ball. Might be danger here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, they're being cut out too much for my liking. It's not rocket science.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isak. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong, that's an imaginative pass. Chance, surely! He has done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys. And here's Colomwani, and it's Toro. Gakpo. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Kudus.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
McAllister. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Konate moved on forwards. Frimpong. Great defending, strong and determined. Danso. Udogi. João Palhinha. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Kudus. Chance! Keeper always had the better of that.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Palinia, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Toro. Bissouma. And here's Johnson. Played out to the right. Pedro Porro. And here comes the corner. Pedro Porro goes short. Udogi. Out to the right. And it's played forward. Isaac. Gakpo. Gravenberg shifted upfield. And he cuts out the supply. Udogi. Konate. McAllister. Van Dijk. McAllister. Van Dijk aim forwards. Bissouma. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Pedro Porro. Proves too strong. Gomez. Gravenberg. Konate. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Does really well to win the ball there. Mohamed Salah. And it's Frimpong. Oh, that's neat. And here's it's Salah! Bissouma. Romero, gently done. João Palhinha. Kudus. Over to the left. And here's Kudus. Kudus chips it through. Pedro Porro opts to play it back. Isak. That's an excellent interception. Vicario gets it clear. And it's Kudus. Now it's Colomwani. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kerkez. Very nicely done. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. And here's Isak. Can he finish?
Isaac really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
João Palhinha. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Udogi. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Johnson laid out to the left flank. Throw it. Now it's Colomwani. Colomwani. He's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Kudus, oh, good spread. Kudus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gravenberg. Gomez. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. And here's Isak. Frimpong. Point blank header! Oh, it needed better placement. Played towards the other side. Udogi. And it's Kudus. It's a pretty loose pass. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. Frimpong. Danso. Udogi. João Palhinha. Time, excellent interception. Kerkez. Gomez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gakpo. Van Dijk. Gomez. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Out to the left it goes. Kerkez. In once more. He's got to be in here. Takes a shot. João Palhinha. Danso. Danso chooses to go cross-field. And here's Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Mohamed Salah. Danso forwards and with intent. And it's Udogi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro drives it in. And he's there to clear it. João Palhinha. Kudus. Johnson played out towards the right wing. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Gakpo. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo, chance to deliver. Firmly met. Pedro Porro. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Moved on forwards. Kudus. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. Colomwani. Frimpong. Konate. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Out towards the flank. Gakpo. Salah succumbs to the pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Johnson. And it's Kudus. Kudus! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Kirkes. Gakpo. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Gakpo. It's Salah! McAllister with the short one. Nice physical challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kolomuani. And it's Udogi. That is lovely. Bissouma. Johnson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He could be in here. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Gakpo. McAllister. Salah. Played out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That has been knocked clear. Well read, nice interception. Frimpong. Gakpo. Gomez. Gakpo. Gakpo! And it's played forward. Gakpo. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kirkes forwards and with intent. And it's Kirkes. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Kudus. Udogi. João Palhinha. Gomez gets across to intercept that. Konate. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Ambitious ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Romero looks to the other side. Palhinha. Johnson tries to think it through. And it's Palhinha. There are a few waiting for it. The final 5 minutes. Applies the finish! And that has faded wide. Kirkes. Gakpo. Oh, it's played into the area. That's not going far. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. And that's been repelled. Bissouma. He can get that clear. Gomez have it back and can go again. Looking for a decent ball in. And they've been given a corner. And it's been taken short. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Kudus. Muscular approach does pay off here. Played out to the right. Back into the middle. And that was very necessary. Kudus. Gravenberg wins the duel this time. Gravenberg defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Frimpong. McAllister. Gakpo. Has good running with the ball. Gakpo! Oh, denied at the last. McAllister plays it short, crossed into the box, and the goalkeeper's put a good palm to that. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. Oh, nice touch. Gets it away. Udogi. Danso. Romero. Pedro Porro. There won't be another chance after this one. That's a little off target. Gakpo. McAllister. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Salah. Mohamed Salah. Johnson. And it's Kudus. Colomboani. Oh, Johnson!
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Over to the left. Kerkez. Kerkez. Goes on a run down the left wing. A chance to play it in. Header!
The worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bissouma. Kudus. Played back in. Udogi. Bissouma. Johnson. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Isak. McAllister. Gakpo. Aimed in towards the centre. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Defending of the desperate. He's had a shot!
Oh, impressive strike.
Romero, and he goes cross-field. That's a good run down the left. Kerkez. Gakpo. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Salah. Alinia makes the interception. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. So who's he picking out? Colomboani shapes to shoot!
That's past the post.
McAllister. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pedro Porro. Romero. Pedro Porro. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Van de Beek. Romero. Aim forwards. Now, what's he got in mind? Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. Nice looking ball. Pedro Porro. Cross in, looks like a good one. Oh, it's come loose. And reclaimed it in a trice. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge, and they're getting involved. Steady.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Bissouma. Out to the right. Can he deliver? He's having a shot! No, it's wide. Kirkes. Gomez. Kirkes. Gomez, gently done. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Salah. Changes him with that pass. Bissouma. Romero shifted upfield. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Van de Ven. And it's played forward. And it's Porro. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Into the channel. Picks it up out wide. Johnson. Pedro Porro. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Gakpo. Salah. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Romero. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Udogi. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk. Konate, gently done. Udogi. That has been cut short. Gravenberg. Van de Ven cuts out the pass. Bissouma. And it's Salah. Proves too strong. Udogi. Moved on forwards. McAllister. Gomez. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kirkes. Time to deliver. Nice physical challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Tries a shot! Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Romero. Pedro Porro.
Lovely bit of skill.
And it's Bissouma. Bissouma played out towards the right wing. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Gakpo aimed forwards. He has found the way through.
Isak.
Pedro Porro. Danso. Udogi. Kudus. Now it's Kolo Muani. McAllister wins the duel this time. Konate. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Johnson. Romero. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Danso.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter.